We saw it happen, didn't we, after the debacle of South Park, and then, of course, Family Guy. There's so many things where Harry and Meghan truly get angry very quickly, very fast. As we all know, Harry's very hot-headed. We told you the other day, of course, how they threatened legal action against the BBC, and the BBC have all the tapes, and you kind of think to yourself, how are you that stupid? I mean, it's ridiculous. They're offering, threatening legal action with absolutely no backup. Now, as one can imagine, Harry and Meghan have a lot of money, whichever way you look at it, but they're going through it at quite the rate of knots also. And, when you live big, that's the problem, isn't it? You have to sort of think, can you sustain that? But what's interesting now is, as one can imagine, with these revelations coming thick and fast and not doing the brand Sussex any good at the start of yet another brand new year when they apparently were going to reposition themselves. Well, guess what's coming? As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Neil Sean here. Nice to see you. And as ever, thank you so much for joining me today. Nice to have your company. I hope you're keeping safe and well wherever you are in the world. By the way, a good response to the cost of living crisis and the cheek of the sandwiches and stuff like that. A lot of people got confused by that. One person actually said, oh, as if you need to worry about that. You're not short of money. What I would say about that is it wasn't about people being short of money. That's the whole point of it. Yes, we all have financial things that people don't know about. You can be helping friends literally who are not as well off as you, say, and can't manage foods, and there's all sorts of things you have to do, help by their medications. People don't know what's going on in people's lives, is all I will say at that point. But I think you all agree with me on the fact that you don't necessarily mind paying for a treat, whether it be that favorite packet of biscuits, but then to find out that they've gone from the normal size to the fun size or the mini size, that's what really irks you, isn't it? And they've gone up. I think that's the problem of shrinkflation. Good debate, though, and thank you as ever for getting joined in. I really like reading your responses. Back as ever, though, to your royal story of the day. Yes, it looks like Harry and Meghan want answers, as always. They were really upset, if you remember, regarding the South Park debacle. Now, whatever they said, they were looking at all sorts of connotations of where were the loopholes. But because, of course, the producers of South Park never referred to them as Harry and Meghan, never referred to them in any form. They literally just do cartoon characters in their characterizations. It left very little legal ground, as one can imagine. What's interesting now, though, is that they want to know exactly who allegedly are these leaks that, of course, are coming out with this particular revelations from that royal book. And what's interesting here, when you think about it, is this, because as we saw with Prince Harry's book, Spare, yes, it was an international bestseller, but the bottom line was there were so many loopholes in it, so many things where, where he was told about the late Queen Mother's demise, and he has a totally different recollection of where he was. All sorts of things about his very first lady love being an older woman. It was a tissue of lies. It was his version of events, not the actual facts. So again, although Harry and Meghan are threatening to go legal because they want to know exactly how was the Queen affronted by the fact that they had named their daughter in honour of the late Queen, well, they want answers. And the bottom line is, they can threaten sort of legal backdrop, but there's no recourse to this. They know that, the lawyers know that, but as ever, the only people making money will be the lawyers. And this really does not paint Harry and Meghan in a very good light. They should really just zip it, like they did with the other book that caused so much controversy, and just move on. There's always something else coming along. But the bottom line for them is they have to make their mark, seize the opportunity, make sure they make the headlines. This battle, though, I'm telling you, is one they simply won't win. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.